Yo, yo, salute, salute, salute. Good evening, my Gematria family, the community. Good evening, my supporters, indirectly or directly, near and afar from all across the world. Salute to you guys. Peace and love, man, as always. Yeah, so today was a very, very interesting day. I was paying attention to one game specifically today in Major League Baseball, and it just reminded me once again how these professional sports leagues love numerology and they love to put it right in our face. I'm going to present another example, a clear-cut example of how gematria continues to be the most incredible tool used to predicting sports outcomes, to showing people the patterns, and to proving to people who may be on the fence about the legitimacy of professional sports how using numbers and being able to recognize patterns, you can correctly predict the outcomes of these games before they're even played. Okay. And again, there's probably numerous examples from today, but this one that I'm going to present to you guys, it was just one of the most obvious that was on the slate. The way it just so happened to play out and everything. So, salute to you guys. Thank you for stopping by. Let me bring up the game so we can go right through it. This video is not going to be too long. But if you're in here watching, show me some love. Click that thumbs up. Appreciate it. So yeah, congratulations to the Minnesota Twins, right? Defeating the Toronto Blue Jays. And just using the one number, I'm going to show you guys how obvious this was, right? So if you pay attention to the win-loss record for Minnesota today, they picked up their 32nd win of the season while staying on 32 losses for the season, which made their record for the season 32-32. Obviously, they defeated the Toronto Blue Jays 3-2, just like the number 32. Okay. And if you look at their away games, it was actually their 32nd away game. So just to quickly summarize, in Minnesota's 32nd away game, they become 32-32 on the season by defeating Toronto 3-2, right? Like the number 32. And I'll quickly show you guys why that number is not only important to these two teams, but it played out in multiple ways. So again, just coming to the calculator, basically, if you're not familiar with what this is, you put letters and words in this calculator, and it will give you a number overall, right? So if you look at when we type out the word Blue Jays, you'll see that it actually equals 32 in single reduction. Okay, I'm highlighting the number right there. Now, if you type in Twins, it also equals 32 in reverse reduction. So how significant and how coincidental, right? That in Minnesota's 32nd away game, they become 32-32 on the season by defeating the Blue Jays 3-2 when Twins equals 32 and Blue Jays equals 32. Okay. They really are really dependent on you guys continuing to stay asleep, continuing to disregard some of these numerical patterns that happen every single day by continuing to be fanatics, aka fans of specific sports teams, players, franchises, cities, whatever it is. They bank on that because what that does is cloud um, what you're able to see as well as your judgment. Okay. When you have an emotional investment in a team, city, or player, you have a biased outlook and you don't necessarily want to believe or support the fact that these games are not legitimate, but my work, just the work that I presented on YouTube going back years upon years, I'm showing you guys through multiple different teams, several different examples all across multiple sports leagues that it in fact is scripted, predetermined, athletic theater that you're watching. Okay. Um, and again, not everybody, luckily, I would say not luckily, but not everybody has this experience when you're able to show time and time again on a consistent basis how these numbers, um, prove that the work is legitimate, right? It all depends on the detail and in depth, and your work ethic as a professional, decoder or sports capper or whatever you want to say. Um, your experience is gonna differ depending on your consistency, your win percentage, your return on investment, a bunch of different things. But humbly and thankfully, I've been in a position to be, in a very, very high percentile to where the evidence as well as my examples are kind of irrefutable, right? And today was just like another prime example of how the MLB just really depends on the stupidity of the average person or the average fan, I should say. Um, and that's why they continue to get away with it. Continue to fill up the seats, continue to fill up the stands, continue to sell tickets and merchandise, so on and so forth. Uh, you know, and it's right now we're losing the battle, because for every person who supports the work, there's probably 20 people that disregard it, or even higher. I would say probably 100 people that disregard it. So it is what it is. But I just wanted to get that example to you guys, real quick video to show you how the MLB, in spite of what they want you to believe, loves numerology and loves putting it right smack in front of your face. Guarantee, basically very, very feeling very, very confident that you're still not going to pick up on it. Because they spend a lot of marketing dollars trying to put you to sleep so that you don't have a clear perspective. Okay, but congratulations to everybody who was on the Minnesota Twins today as a slight underdog. I believe they were like a plus 120 money line underdog on the road. So salute to you guys. Congratulations. And it's just an overall win for Gematria, right? And as I said, underdogs continue to be some of the best examples that we could present because it's not a favorite. Um, it was a statistical underdog, which means the percentages were not in that team's favor to successfully uh, win the game. So on that note, appreciate everybody. Jamie, salute to you for stopping in from Chi-Town. Appreciate it. And everybody else who's watching this without dropping a comment or whatever, just make sure you hit that like button. Appreciate it. And if you want to share the video, share the video. It's a great example to show people how this work is done. So have a good night. And as I love to say on my channel, Gematria at its finest, easy as 1, 2, 3. Salute to my entire community, my family, my loved ones, my significant other, Fabi Futures, everybody. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Peace and love.